My manager once told me right before an important presentation, break a leg. I genuinely panicked, thinking something terrible was about to happen to me physically.
Break a leg simply means good luck. No actual legs involved at all.
Exactly, and today we're covering the idioms that confuse learners constantly because they make zero sense when translated literally.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Emma.
And I'm Daniel. Let's get straight into it.
Today's topic is idioms, phrases that sound completely strange word for word, but are used constantly by native English speakers.
Understanding these genuinely unlocks so much everyday conversation, since natives use them without even thinking.
Let's decode the most essential ones right now.
Break a leg, exactly from our story, means good luck, especially before a performance or important event.
Never take it literally, no matter how alarming it sounds the first time.
It's raining cats and dogs, means it's raining very heavily, not that animals are literally falling from the sky.
Piece of cake means something is very easy. For example, that test was a piece of cake, means it was simple.
Hit the sack means to go to bed, to go to sleep. For example, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna hit the sack.
Under the weather means feeling slightly ill or unwell. For example, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today.
5 essential idioms already. Break a leg, raining cats and dogs, piece of cake, hit the sack, and under the weather.
Already enough to understand and use some of the most common expressions in everyday English conversation.
Emma, which idiom confused you the most when you first started learning English?
Honestly, spill the beans confused me completely. I imagine someone literally dropping beans everywhere.
A very literal, very understandable confusion. It actually means to reveal a secret.
For example, come on, spill the beans. What happened at the meeting?
Let's cover a few more. Cost an arm and a leg means something is very expensive.
For example, that new phone cost an arm and a leg. No actual body parts involved in the payment.
Once in a blue moon means something happens very rarely.
For example, I only see my cousins once in a blue moon means very infrequently.
What about let the cat out of the bag? Similar meaning to spill the beans?
Exactly the same meaning. Revealing a secret, usually accidentally. For example, he let the cat out of the bag about the surprise party.
Bite the bullet means to do something difficult or unpleasant that you've been avoiding.
For example, I finally bit the dentist and called the dentist.
What about on the ball?
On the ball means being alert, competent, and quick to understand things. For example, she's really on the ball with her work.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone means accomplishing 2 things with a single action.
For example, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone by exercising while listening to my English podcast.
A very fitting example for our own listeners right now.
Exactly. What about beat around the bush?
This means avoiding the main topic, being indirect instead of getting straight to the point.
For example, stop beating around the bush and just tell me what happened.
Let's cover a useful grammar point too. Most idioms function as fixed phrases. You generally cannot change the individual words within them.
For example, you cannot say it's raining dogs and cats instead of cats and dogs. The specific order is fixed.
Very important to learn idioms as complete whole phrases rather than word by word individually.
Exactly, since changing even one word can sound genuinely strange or simply incorrect to a native speaker's ear.
Let's cover a few more essential ones before moving on. Hit the nail on the head means to describe exactly what's true, to be completely correct about something.
For example, you hit the nail on the head with that explanation. That's exactly the problem.
What about the ball is in your court?
This means it's now someone else's turn to make a decision or take action. For example, I've done my part. The ball is in your court now.
Burn the midnight oil means to work late into the night, staying up to finish something.
For example, I had to burn the midnight oil to finish that report on time.
What about actions speak louder than words?
This means what you do matters more than what you say. For example, he promised to help, but actions speak louder than words.
Get cold feet means to suddenly become nervous or afraid before doing something important, especially last minute.
For example, she got cold feet right before the wedding. Nothing to do with actual temperature.
What about a blessing in disguise?
This means something that seemed bad at first, but turned out to be good in the end. For example, losing that job was actually a blessing in disguise.
These idioms genuinely appear constantly in movies, conversations, and everyday media, so recognizing them opens up so much real understanding.
Absolutely. Once you know even 15 or 20 of these well, you'll start noticing them literally everywhere in English content.
Let's review the essential idioms from today, all together.
Break a leg. Good luck. Raining cats and dogs. Raining heavily.
Piece of cake. Very easy. Hit the sack. Go to sleep.
Under the weather. Feeling unwell. Spill the beans. Reveal a secret.
Cost an arm and a leg. Very expensive. Once in a blue moon. Very rarely.
Bite the bullet. Do something difficult you've avoided. On the ball. Alert and competent.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Accomplish 2 things at once. And beat around the bush. Avoid the main topic.
Plus, hit the nail on the head. Describe exactly what's true. The ball is in your court. Someone else's turn to act.
Burn the midnight oil. Work late into the night. Get cold feet. Suddenly become nervous. And a blessing in disguise. Something bad that turns out good.
18 essential idioms now, all genuinely common in everyday English conversation and media.
Try using piece of cake or under the weather today, just to practice the 2 most common ones immediately.
Daniel, tell us the full story about panicking over break a leg.
So this happened during my first major work presentation. Quite early in my career, still building my English confidence.
Already a nerve-wracking situation on its own.
Extremely nerve-wracking already. Right before I walked into the room, my manager smiled warmly and said, "Break a leg out there."
A kind, encouraging gesture, intended completely positively.
Completely positive intention, but I heard it with genuine alarm. My mind immediately jumped to something going seriously wrong physically.
Did you say anything in that confused moment?
I just stared at her for a few seconds, clearly confused, and she must have noticed my expression because she quickly added, "It means good luck."
Thankfully clarified just in time.
Just in time, right before I walked through the door completely bewildered. I laughed about it nervously and went in to present.
Did the presentation go well, despite the confusing start?
Surprisingly well, actually. Perhaps the confusion even distracted me from typical presentation nerves temporarily.
An unexpected benefit from an idiom-related panic.
Completely unexpected. Afterward, my manager explained several other common idioms to me, specifically so I wouldn't panic again in the future.
What's the lesson for our listeners here?
If someone says something that sounds alarming, but they're smiling warmly, it's very possibly an idiom, not literal language.
Context and tone genuinely help you recognize idioms, even before you know their exact specific meaning.
Did you ever have a similar confusing moment with another idiom after that first experience?
Actually, yes. A few weeks later, someone told me to keep my chin up during a difficult week at work.
What did you think that meant initially?
Honestly, I thought they were commenting on my posture, telling me to literally hold my head up straighter.
Another literal interpretation causing genuine confusion.
Exactly. It actually just means stay positive or don't lose hope. Nothing about physical posture at all.
It seems like once you're aware idioms exist at all, you start noticing potential confusion everywhere.
Completely true. Now, whenever something sounds strange but is said warmly, I simply ask directly what it means.
That's honestly the most practical takeaway from this whole topic. Just ask rather than panicking silently.
Every single time. Native speakers are always happy to explain and often find the confusion genuinely charming rather than embarrassing for you.
Everyone, which idiom confused you the most when you first heard it? Tell us in the comments.
And which one from today will you try using first? Piece of cake? Under the weather?
We read every single comment, and honestly, idiom confusion stories are always some of the funniest we receive.
If this episode helped you, please like it and subscribe for a new episode every week.
In our next episode, we are talking about English words that sound negative or even rude, but are actually huge compliments in casual conversation.
Subscribe now so you do not miss episode 33.
Take care, everyone, and remember, nobody's actual leg is breaking.
Bye, everyone.